UKCAT. A question which people ask again and again is my score good enough? So in this video I'm going to tell you what sort of scores you should be getting to have a strong application to medical school. As with any exam, it's important that you try your best in UKCAT. Preparing for the UKCAT cannot be done in short term. You need to make sure that you work approximately 6 weeks in advance for the exam, or begin working anyway. Some people may choose to work even earlier. I chose to begin 6 or 7 weeks before my exam was scheduled. I booked my UKCAT for mid-August and I sat my exam then. This is because I felt as if I got it out of the way during the summer, I could then focus on my personal statement and BMAT. Now I strongly recommend that you don't do the UKCAT on the last dates possible, mainly because your personal statement deadlines will appear and things will get very stressful. Once I began preparation, I worked in a relaxed manner for about 2 weeks, just really getting grips to what the UKCAT was about. Then, for the last 4 weeks, I slowly began to increase the intensity, moving off from the Kaplan book that I was using to the ISC book. The ISC book for the UKCAT is quite difficult. However, if you can tackle the ISC book, that means you're in very good stead for the actual exam. For the last 3-4 weeks, I used a website called Medify. Now, I cannot recommend Medify enough. It's one of the best websites I used, mainly because it has got so many questions and it provides pretty detailed feedback for how you went wrong and how you can improve. Also, make sure to use the questions on the UKCAT website. There are quite a few mock papers, and make sure you do at least 2 or 3 full-length papers. I didn't do that many, and so in the exam I found it really stressful sitting in front of a computer for 2 hours. An acceptable score in the UKCAT is anything above 650. With a score above 650, you've got a good chance of getting an interview at quite a few UKCAT medical schools in the country. This is given that you also have good GCSEs and decent AS levels and A2 predictions. To have a competitive application, you want a score above 700. Of course, the higher your score, the better, as with any exam. A few people will get scores of above 800 and some might even get 900, which is absolutely amazing. But if you don't get such scores, don't worry. As I mentioned, 700 and above will put you in a very good place and will be a strong score for even the best UKCAT universities in the country. I myself got 707.5. At my school, this score wasn't that good, and I was quite disappointed with myself. A lot of my friends were getting 750s, 800s, 730s, and I was thinking, is my score good enough? But I got an interview and an offer from arguably one of the most competitive UKCAT universities in the country, King's College London. So if I could do it, of course, other people can as well. Now I do know some people getting in with scores below 700. The more competitive the university is, the higher the grades expected will be, but you can never predict how well an exam will go. So let's say you do end up with a score in the 600s or the low 600s. Don't despair. Given that you've got a pretty good set of GCSEs, really good work experience in volunteering, and a pretty good personal statement, then you stand a good chance. Because you need to remember the UKCAT forms part of your application. Different medical schools will prioritise the UKCAT differently, but in general, if the rest of your application is pretty good and only a UKCAT score is looking a bit weak, often medical schools will think, well, maybe this child just had a really bad day on the UKCAT exam, and it might be worth interviewing the applicant anyway. So don't despair if things don't go to plan. Another important thing is that different medical schools have different UKCAT cut-off points, as they call. It's worth investigating these and looking at sort of past trends. If your UKCAT score does go badly, then you might want to look at UKCAT universities you hadn't considered. This will increase the chance that you actually get into a medical school. Because let's say you don't have a competitive score and you apply to an extremely competitive UKCAT university, your UKCAT score may let you down. And in the worst of cases, it may mean you don't get any medical offers. So what's important is that you apply tactically with the UKCAT. Therefore, doing the UKCAT early is really good, because once you have a UKCAT score in your hands, you can apply to medical schools in a tactical manner. I'd recommend that you only apply to 2 UKCAT universities, because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. If your UKCAT does go badly, if you have at least 2 other BMAT universities, then if your BMAT does go well, you've got 2 other medical schools. If you have any questions about the UKCAT and your grades, do comment them down below and I'll answer them as well as I can. So do make sure to like, subscribe and comment. I'll try and produce as many videos as I can over the summer to help you guys before you apply this year. So have a great day and I'll see you in the next video.